You see what we call ovulation. Ovulation is when egg release from your ovary and enter your fallopian tube. That is ovulation. Ovulation is not when they see egg in your body and the egg disappear. That is not ovulation. Because some of you, when you go to laboratory and you went there to go and do follicular tracking, the sonographer will tell you that they see egg, the egg is 12 millimeter. If 12 is 18, the egg is 25. They now say you've ovulated because they do not see that egg again. No, it is not so. If they see egg and that egg want to prove that you ovulate, let me tell you, go and bring all the results in your hand. If you truly ovulate, if you truly you ovulated, and you want to know, if you go to professional to go and run a scan, and you want to know when you ovulate, whether the time you ovulate is not too long to the time you are having that scan, they will report that they see a slight hemorrhage. They see hemorrhage. They will report like that, that the egg has been released with a slight hemorrhage. That hemorrhage means anytime the egg comes from the ovary and passes through to the fallopian tube, it normally drop small slight of blood. It is that small blood that causes you women a slight transient pain. And that is how you notice that you have ovulated. Some of you, you will see pains during your mid-cycle. You will think you have ovulated. No. You may be having what they call ovarian cyst pain. Any pains that you have, that you feel discomfort when you are ovulating, it is not ovulatory pains. Take it from me. Any pains you have during your mid-cycle and you get seriously discomfort without pains, it is not ovulatory pain. It may be a pain from maybe you have multiple eggs, some eggs do not drop, then when those eggs do not drop, they too will be giving pains too. That is why I tell people, when you just say you have pain in your lower abdominal, don't just assume that okay, it is my ovulation. Baby come, let's go and have sex. The best way for anybody to know whether you ovulate or not is scan, follicular tracking. Let me tell you, some of you that you use LH strip, ovulatory strip, to determine whether you ovulate or not. In some cases, you will not ovulate, and that thing will red. When you test it with your urine, it will bring out 2 lines and color. But the only way you could determine how do you drop the egg, whether you ovulate or not, this is follicular tracking. If you go to professional will report the size of the egg. Professional will report if you actually ovulated, because there's something we call atresia. Atresia means some of you will produce egg. The egg will just go down and disappear. That means it is not ovulation. It is egg atresia. Then there's something we call it incomplete oogenesis. Incomplete oogenesis means you have egg that look as if it is mature under this follicular tracking scan. When you get to a particular stage, the egg will drop as if you have ovulated, and I'm telling you it is not, because you may be suffering from what we call oogenesis, incomplete oogenesis. That means the egg will be producing will not mature very well and it will drop. This is the reason why some of you women, you keep sleeping with your husband and the pregnancy is not forthcoming, because some of people, that is some of professional, that is doing all these tests for you need to explain to you what they know about your result. I'm so sorry, I'm not castigating anybody online. Some professional can do tests, can do scan, do a lot of things, but they cannot explain very well the result the result that is turning out of their lab. And anything they tell you, patient, that's what you will believe. I'm telling you today that ovulation means the egg will cross your ovary to your fallopian tube. There's so many reasons that a woman may not ovulate. Number one, hormonal imbalance may not make you to ovulate. And if your prolactin is high, you may not ovulate. If you have PCOS, you will not ovulate. If your LH is unnecessarily high, you will not ovulate. If your FSH and LH is very high, you may not ovulate. These are the reasons why twin patient may not ovulate. Another one is what we call hydrosalpinx. That is when the tube are not functioning. You know, let me tell you something. The end of fallopian tube has finger-like finger-like structure like this. They call it fimbriae. When the egg is coming, it is this hand that will pick up the egg and throw it into your tubes like this. In some women, if you do HSG and they are telling you you have hydrosalpinx, it means this finger-like structure is not forming, it's not working in your body, and there is no way anybody with hydrosalpinx can get pregnant. Even if you want to do IVF, the hydrosalpinx of the tube in your body need to be removed or be treated, because fluid from this finger-like structure of the ovary of the fallopian tube that is giving problem will kill embryo. That is why it must be removed. The tube must be removed. But my own advice, I used to tell women that if you have problem with your tubes, let's say the two tubes, and you want to do IVF, it is better you don't cut your tube. Go and look for a professional that knows how to do hydrotubation to treat hydrosalpinx. Because if you remove your two tubes and the IVF fails, you are hooked forever. I'm telling you, no alternative. But if you do not remove your tube and the IVF fails, you still have alternative that if your age is not too high, that your tube could still be used for you to get pregnant. So a lot of things happens when we are talking about ovulation. So some of you need to know that you must ovulate before you can get pregnant. It is possible some people will see the ovulation sign. It is possible some people will not see ovulation sign. I've told you several times that a woman sees mucus during the time we assume is ovulating does not mean she ovulates, and that a woman is not seeing that mucus during the time we supposed to think is ovulating does not mean that woman is not producing egg. Women that they used to claim that they normally see cervical mucus in their body, these are the women that their sexuality, their sexual commitment is very, very high. My name is Adekende Samuel. I'm the fertility scientist at Happy Fertility and Andrology. This is my presentation this night: menstrual period and ovulation in women.